Hey guys, welcome to the Weiss Schwarz podcast. This is what, episode 3? Welcome back to TCG University, everybody. Remember, if you want to follow us, go to Facebook, YouTube, and Patreon, all under TCG University. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud. If we're not on any podcasting service, let us know. We'll get out there. Shout outs to all of our Patreon supporters. AD, Andrew Dang, Clay Cardwell, Jay Rogers, Jarrett Hubbard, John Stone, Justin Farce, Kat Maria, Kevin Broberg, Lucinda Letica, Paul Casagrande, Samantha Stevens, Teodoro Ruiz, Tyler Zane Pease, and some other dude. And then for our sponsors, we have Cards Custom Build and Inked Gaming, but you'll see an ad for them later. And by some other dude, I mean Andrew. He's here in the podcast. What a loser.
What's up, dog? Yeah, straight up loser.
So here today I am joined with Oliver to the top right or left. I don't know which direction it is. On my side it looks like right, but it might be left for whoever's
It's right.
looking at it. It's right. Solid. Top right.
Yep.
And then Andrew down below.
What's up, homies?
How are you guys today?
Still at home.
As always.
Pretty good. Had to do some errands, but other than that, pretty good.
I'm gonna
Nice,
be
nice,
honest
nice.
here. I don't know if I would not be at home regularly, but I'm kind of getting tired.
Of being at home?
Yes,
Just go to work or something.
I do at home.
Wow, what a loser. He goes to work.
I do.
Yeah,
It
at home.
sucks. I woke up at 6 today and went to work.
Man, you guys are such losers. Get paid from home like I do.
Wait, what do you do?
Nothing.
Wait, but they're still paying you?
Yeah.
That's dank.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
my work will pay me eventually for staying at home.
Dude,
Yeah.
I get paid for 40 hours of work while I'm sitting here at home.
Must be nice.
Yeah, when you work 10 weeks in a row for 40 or more hours, they kind of average it out to 40 hours.
Solid.
That's actually really sick. So I don't want to disclose where you work, but are all the locations just closed?
No, we're still doing work. Like, we're doing orders and such. Just that whoever's not there, technically, till the 14th, we pretty much stay at home.
That's
Must be
actually
nice.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So James, what are we looking at for first topic?
Our first topic today, we're going to discuss choice trigger.
Awesome. Cool.
So, Andrew, explain choice trigger.
So the choice trigger is going to be coming out in English here in 2 sets because Bunko got pushed back. And choice trigger says when this card is triggered from attacking, you get to choose a character with a soul icon, and you get to put it into your stock or into your hand. And in what we're wanting to know more of is essentially, and what we're going to discuss is what is its impact on the English meta, because we haven't seen a card where you get really much input on the game as far as when you're attacking, other than
mostly
attack order.
straightforward.
And yeah, so yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to actually change a lot of the gameplay, and I think it's actually a lot stronger than a lot of people are thinking it will be. But I'll let someone else take over.
James, why don't you talk about it first?
So I think choice trigger is nuts, because either you get to build stock. So it depends on the type of deck you play, obviously. But if you're a deck that needs more hand advantage, adding a character to your hand is just nuts. And then if you're a deck that needs stock advantage, adding a character to stock is just nuts. It's just having the ability to pick and choose at certain moments is just crazy. And I don't know exactly what's in all the sets that do certain stuff, but a lot of your good cards that you want to pick up for backups and stuff have triggers. Say if it was in Log Horizon, the Free Fresh has a trigger. For Goblin Slayer, the 2/1 kill a dude has a trigger. All the good cards you want to pick up and use as backups have triggers.
Yeah. I'm particularly excited about it because, say I'm playing a stock deck, and generally in a deck that wants to be ahead in stock, you're going to have a way to generate that stock.
Oh, yeah.
But it gives you the option to get the stock or just say, hey, my hand's kind of struggling right now. Let's fix that.
Let's get a card that uses that stock. Am I so far ahead in the stock game?
I mean, hey man, with so many stock swaps right now, I don't want to get too deep, but I mean, I can.
I haven't really ran into any stock swaps.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you do play the memes.
But like I also like I haven't played against any. I think I've faced one.
Oof.
I think it was a deck that somebody was playing.
It was probably Konosuba.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because in what's in, there's like
And what's in?
4 or 5 different decks that can stock swap right now.
Yep. Usually all the meta decks have a way of stock swapping.
Yeah.
I think Austin was playing one.
I think the only one that doesn't have a stock swap that's like really relevant is Attack on Titan.
ReZero.
Oh yeah, you're right, ReZero. But I mean, ReZero doesn't really care because they're just like, hey, I'm gonna put all these cards under my RAM or RAM.
ReZero is just super consistent.
Yeah.
Okay. So my opinion choice is I think it's a cool climax. I think it does what you need to do sometimes. I just think that depending on how the set looks depends on how good your choice trigger is. If it lets you pick up a 1/1 that's really super relevant, so it lets you pay out that stock that you just did on your last attack on your opponent's attack, so that way you can now blind stock the top card of your deck because you know you're running out of you have a lot more characters than you do climaxes in there. That seems pretty nuts. I think if it lets you get cards that are level 3s or 2s that help your end game, that's really good too. So like Bunny Girl right now, I've been playing against that with Larry, and he's able to just pick up his level 3s that he needs. So he's able to pick up his Nautikas, he's able to pick up his Kaedes.
Yeah, just the ability to just like basically salvage characters is nuts.
Yeah,
at any point.
Being able to salvage a really good early play that only requires 4 dudes on board and then heals you and then top decks to stock if it's level 0 is pretty nuts.
Yeah.
So it's just the choice trigger is going to be an inherently good depending on what cards are available for the choice trigger to grab. I know that's a really like generic way of thinking, but that's just how I feel. Like as long as
it's going to be really deck dependent.
Yep, as long as your deck has those soul triggers that you want to grab, then I think choice trigger is going to be really good.
For sure.
Yeah, I can see that. I think definitely it does depend on the set. I think overall, for impact on our meta, I think it's going to be pretty interesting because if there is something where you can attack, you get your free stock, and then you have another swing that can pay it out, that just makes that trigger so strong.
Yeah, because if people don't know how this works, it's pretty much like Bag. And how Bag works is it triggers and goes into a resolution zone, and then Bag says take the top card of your deck into stock. So then you put the top card of your deck into stock, and then you put the Bag trigger on top. It's not the other way around. And a lot of players don't know that, and that's why this is something that we're just putting out so that way people know if you're playing Bags or if you're going to be playing choice, you know how it works.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't think you've probably ever seen a bag.
Is that like the gold bag?
Yeah, where you take the blind stock and then put the bag on top.
Sure.
So you get 2 stock from attacking once.
Nice. Yeah.
What's the last set in English that's had one of those? Like, God.
I know Bang Dream Volume 1 had one.
Did Bang Dream Volume 1 have one? Oh my God.
Oh, Bang Dream Volume 2 had one.
What?
Trying to think what else probably has
these facts.
Yeah, it's going to be the 2/2 Rand combo from Afterglow in Volume 2.
At least somebody knows.
Getting there.
For the Bang Dream Volume 1, it's going to be the Glitter Green Level 1 combo. After that, I don't think we've really seen bags. But hey, guess what? Fate Grand Order Trial Deck has a bag combo.
Wait, does it really? Holy
yeah. Fate Grand Order Trial Deck has a bag. Oh, dude.
Fate Grand Order was the next one that was announced, right?
In Japanese, yes.
Yes.
Why can't we get any cool sets? Why can't we
because-
get Overlord or
Wait,
Frames?
what are you talking about? We're getting a good set, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about it
Here's the
here
thing.
in a little bit.
I don't think Bunko's a good set. We'll get to it, but I don't think we'll get there. I don't think Bunko's
Yep.
a good set.
Jeez,
That's
dude.
fair. Okay,
Spoiling
so,
spoiling the topics, man.
Spoiling the topics. I'm keeping the audience intrigued.
Okay, so for the sets that actually have choice right now, which set do you think has the strongest choice right now?
I really want to say Sword Art, even though it's not going to be in English. I want to say Sword Art because I think it gives Sword Art too much control. Is my problem.
I think Bunny Girl. I think Bunny Girl just becomes so much better. It becomes more relevant because you can either play level 1 My combo with choice and then play a different top end, or you play Nautica top end, which Nautica is pretty nuts if you're ahead of your opponent.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty
even
relevant
just-
as well. Is
I
we're-
don't know
we're
any of the
probably
meta
looking-
decks.
I mean,
Okay,
we're probably
so-
looking down the barrel of getting the next set of Bunny Girl.
Yeah, I really hope we do because that makes Bunny Girl more relevant as a deck. Right now, it's on the levels of maybe, I would maybe say GGO, but like that's kind of pushing it in my opinion.
No, I think it's on the level of GGO. I'd say that's fair.
I just feel like GGO gets better dudes.
I think we're gonna
on board.
get. I think we're gonna get Konosuba and Bunny Girl at some point.
Oh, dude, if we get
Oh, you mean the
if
Rita?
we get
Yeah,
if
I
we
don't
get
think there's a way we
Konosuba,
don't, in my opinion.
oh my god, if we get Konosuba, because Konosuba has choice as well.
Does
The
it?
darkness combo is so clean, so clean. I love it.
I think Konosuba is just like a good choice, and like if like they picked a set, like a good choice to
You said
pick.
choice.
Yeah.
You said choice.
I'm gonna say choice a lot. It's a good choice. This is the
Amen.
Choice Podcast.
What's your choice, James? You want to know?
What's my choice?
Yeah.
Darling.
Jesus.
That's my choice.
Yeah, no, I think the choice trigger. I think it's going to just add. I wouldn't necessarily say like a higher skill cap to the game, but I think it's going to be very interesting to see how people play it. And I'm also interested to just kind of see what choice people will be making more so, and that's something that I'm actually gonna like whenever I play someone or play a deck that has a choice trigger. I'm just gonna write down how much I side to one like specific like add to hand or add to stock.
Where does your deck lean towards needing more like help?
Yeah.
Like what if this just doesn't end up being like a deck thing? What if it ends up being more of like a playtesting thing? It tells you your deck's weaknesses.
Yeah.
Do you need more
I think
hand
it kinda
advantage?
does.
Do you need more stock? What's your deck lacking right now?
Yeah.
I think that's a really neat way to look at it because like I know there's Goblin Slayer mainly plays standby as like one of its main builds, right?
Yeah.
you
One of
can
the
kinda-
main builds.
You can kind of like swap that out for a little bit and play test and figure out what you need. Because the deck still functions. You could test whether or not you need to have more stock, even as like a standby, or if you need more hand advantage to use. Like, there's a lot of decks that don't play, in my opinion, don't fully utilize both of their climax triggers. So like you could find a way to just like play test that more often.
For
Yeah,
sure,
that's
for sure.
Yeah. I think it's just gonna be super fun, mainly.
I think with the sets that are coming out, if they do come to English, so if we do get Bunny Girl, I think Bunny Girl will shake up the meta a little bit because of it playing choice.
And the end game being stupid.
Yeah, being aggressive. It reminds me of Excel World,
That deck's such a bully.
but better Excel World, sadly.
I should probably finish building my Excel deck too.
The first sponsor of this week's podcast is InkedGaming.com. Are you looking to get a custom playmat? Well, then we suggest you check out InkedGaming.com. They have custom playmats, dice bags, mouse pads, and much, much more. Shot out of a cannon. James, what would you get on a playmat if you had to pick one right now?
7 Swell from Rekka 7.
What is that?
It's like the aftermath of like them launching a nuke practically.
I love Nuke.
I love
I
nuke.
love Nuke.
Yeah.
Technically, it's like a reaction between like a robot and.
Well, you can get it on a playmat. What would you get?
I'm Izukin.
Izukin.
Yeah.
What is that?
New anime.
No.
New
anime
anime.
right now.
Yeah,
I've fallen in love with it.
is it really good?
It's
It
like
is-
Ed, Ed and Eddie the
It is-
anime.
So
It's
it
the
has
way
been
it's described
described
to me.
as if Ed, Ed and Eddie was an anime about 3 girls making an anime.
Wow. Well,
It is also made by the same guy that made Ping Pong the animation.
I'm super in. You could definitely get that on a
course
playmat
it
with
is. Ping Pong the
inkgaming.com.
animation.
Spider-Man, obviously. They even recently added stitched options to their playmats and mouse pads as well. I've got a couple of these stitched playmats. They are exceptionally good. They're so good. Edges never fray, they never curl, nothing. So if you want to get 10% off of your order, please use the code TCG University, all caps, no spaces at checkout, and help support the channel by customizing your game to your style. In addition to Ink Gaming, we've also got Cards Custom Build. Are you in a cosplay? Looking to get in a cosplay? Or you want to show up to events dressed as your favorite character? Well, Cards Custom Build can help. Cards Custom Build creates everything from cosplay accessories like props, trinkets, or weaponry, all the way to full costumes, full stop. James, if you had Cards Custom Build making something right now, what would it be? It could be anything. Full costume or...
It'd probably be Weiss's weapon from Ruby.
Are you sure? Because he could easily make the gun from Gears of War. Easily. The big chainsaw gun?
There's a lot. There's a lot I would want.
Well,
Okay?
give me an example.
Yeah, you got the Gears chainsaw.
Uh-huh.
You got the Halo sword.
Uh-huh.
You got a bunch of things you could do.
He would do some sick stuff with a Halo sword. Just saying. It'd be real pretty. Tyler, how about you, man? What would you want?
Something from Steven Universe, I think.
Yeah?
You
Yeah.
get the Steven Universe shield.
The shield and the sword, or like Garnet's gauntlet.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
Those sound hype. Those sound hype. So if you want a cosplay made of perfectly flowing cloth, or maybe rigid battle armor, the new Mandalorian show just came out and finished. Season 2's coming out. He's an expert at making a bunch of nerdy Star Wars stuff. The work is guaranteed to make you the talk of the con. So go over to Cards Custom Build on either Facebook or on their Etsy account. Link will be in the description down below. Make sure to mention that TCGU sent you their way, and you will get 5% off your entire order. Back to the show.
Hey, man. No point now.
Hey, man.
I mean, what now?
Hey man, you're just missing 4 of the cheery 0/0 greens.
Yeah. I mean, I have 4.
The ones that say when they hit waiting room, you discard a card to look at top 4 to grab a Avatar net character. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think Choice is going to be a good introduction to Weiss. I feel like it's going to be nice. But I feel like this will give Bushiroad more options to maybe find other triggers for green and blue, because green and blue haven't gone a third trigger.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but green and blues in like, I'd say they're gold bar is honestly a staple trigger. Book's a staple trigger. Pants is also just really good, or not pants. Sorry. Gates honestly just really good.
Yeah.
So I feel like all those other triggers were fine.
Is it not a pair
Shot-
of pants?
Shot and Wind needed help, so I feel like that's why Choice is just honestly a great idea.
I don't think Wind needed help. I think Shot needed help. Shot just didn't seem
Shot.
to be played a lot.
Shot definitely needed help because it doesn't really offer anything in the way of like, oh cool, you got an extra damage through, but you lost your kill, your actual like kill.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Unless they're at 3/6.
unless they're at 3/6, very true.
Like, I think Goblin Slayer does a good job of utilizing its shot climaxes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that
because
might be the
you're-
issue. Is just like Shot's just a little underwhelming. But if you try to do something else with it, like if they added draw 1 card and then burn your opponent for 1, it'd be too good.
Mhm.
That's very true.
Yep.
So like
Yeah.
I think there's just nothing they can't like make it any better because then it'd be too good. So like
Yeah.
I think you just have to find a way to build decks into the shot trigger, and I think Goblin Slayer did a very good job of that.
That's true.
Yeah. With its brainstormers and its zeros. Yep.
Yeah, like and then like it makes a utilization for the 3/2s that are actually useful. Like you can play it late game and use it as the climax, and it does something still.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not just like ha ha ha, I pegged you for 1, and I can kind of climax combo. It's my climax combo is a real thing. It's a normal climax combo. It's not like a weak climax combo. I think the climax combo for that is nuts.
Oh, the
Yeah.
pay 4? I think that's
Yeah.
honestly really strong, and it's just not very consistent to get off.
Yeah, like it's the reason it's the reason being a gambling man such a fun deck. It's a fun deck.
Jeez,
Yeah.
It's really what it is.
James,
Yeah.
But
you need to seek some help.
hello,
No.
I am James, captain of the meme squad.
I'm all over part of that squad.
Our squad's growing daily. That
Yep.
Oliver is now our third member.
Where can we
Yeah,
sign up?
Dude, you sign up on TCG University.
Oh shit.
Sub at the $1 level.
Dude, I'm already signed up then. Fuck. Hey man, I still have my Grand Log on me.
That's actually one of the decks on my list that I want to build is the Gurren Lagann Daiguren build, where you just topple over them with a bunch of mechs.
Oh, I see. I have the mono green Grand Log.
I have no clue what that
deck
does.
Sick.
I have
is that-
no clue what Gurren Lagann does outside of the mech build.
So Green likes to build stock.
Solid.
Yeah. There. So
But
it
then
has.
they die to stock swap.
So this is kind of getting off track, but so the Gurren Lagann build, it has a 0/0 climax combo.
Solid.
It says when it's when you play the combo, it generates stock.
Nice.
So,
So it's like the
literally
UE
at level
1-1?
0, you can just start going off.
Nice. So it's kind of like the UE 1/1, just not as you don't have to pay the 1 for it immediately.
No, you don't have to pay for it at all.
Yeah.
Let me get it pulled up here real quick.
Well, I won't be able to see it, but
Yeah, I'll read it. So it has won a card name. This time it's really over. You get a place, or you get to reveal the top card of your deck. If that character is level 1 or higher, you put it into your stock. And then it also has a brainstorm, which is pay 1, tap 2, search your deck for a green character.
nice.
Yeah. So
Dude,
literally,
that's
you just
pretty
build
cool.
a high rolly deck, and you just meme into like other characters, and you're just like, well, you know what? All my level
What
3s
type
are in my
of-
stock, but I have
What
22
type of
stock.
trigger?
2 soul proc.
For that one, yeah, it's 2 soul.
Solid.
The other trigger that you run in the deck is Gold Bard for the
Nice.
1/0.
Dude, that just reminds me of my Bang Drink 4-color meme.
Jesus.
4 colors
Yeah.
are great memes sometimes.
If I ever do a deck profile for that deck, I'll let people see what I mean when I mean the 4-color meme.
That's actually a good point. We need to talk about deck profiles.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Yep.
so James,
Huh.
we looking to get into the next topic, or what are
we
you?
definitely can. If you guys are looking to delve into that fantasy.
Dude, I am ready.
Yeah, I think we're good on
so we're
choice.
gonna talk about Fantasia Banco.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna get into.
Jesus, James, you spoiled it again. Oh wait, no, we're here.
We have arrived at your destination.
Yay. So, James, are you gonna build the set first off?
So here's the thing. I'm down to build the set,
Okay.
but I don't want to everything's cool. Like the 3/2 is really cool. I really like Akashic Records. I like Data Live. High School DxD's whatever to me. but I've seen them all. I get it. They're real cool. I like Akashic Records a lot, but there's none. I don't care enough to want to play the set. And Akashic Records doesn't have its own thing. Dead Alive doesn't have its own thing. It's a supplementary set that just kind of plays inside of itself. So it's just not that cool to me.
Fair.
I'm sad now, James.
Hey, Andrew, are you
It's
building
kind of the
this
same way I
set?
feel about Key.
You better know that I will be building this set, just because I think it's one of the greatest memes of all real decks. We will be running the standby build. Oh yeah, because we're degenerates.
I don't think the standby build is good.
Okay. What build would you make, Oliver?
Am I being competitive or am I memeing? That's the question.
Let's hear your competitive build first.
Okay, my competitive build, I would actually build the top end with Kurumi and then play the 1-0 Rias combo. Or there should be another 1-0 combo in the set that's actually really good. And it combos with a gate and it combos with a door. And so those two climax combos are really good. Kurumi's just nuts. I think the 1-0 combo with
Is that
door
the-
is really nuts.
That's the look at top 4 combo that you're referring to that's in the set.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
I
Combo
think
is look at top 4 and then add 1.
yep.
Pretty good.
I think both those combos are really solid. Kurumi can just deal you damage. It can also heal you. It's just overall really good deck that also lets you put your climaxes back into your deck. So, hey, why not?
Dude,
Oh, God.
Chainsaw Loli.
Dude, I was actually. Okay, I just had a realization.
Mm-hmm.
The 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, let me get it pulled up here all the way.
Yeah, you got it, man.
It's actually one of my favorite cards in the game. Holy crap! It's the. Oh jeez, it's not you. Give me a second.
Am I
I'm
looking
having-
at it right now? Am
I'm
I
having
looking at it
computer
right
issues.
now?
It's the 1-0 with 4,500 power.
Okay, no, then I'm not. Good, because this thing
Yeah.
looks absolutely disgusting.
Okay, there we
I
go.
think
I was looking at the 1-0
It's
where
the.
the dude's in like a Madoka costume.
I had to look up how to pronounce the name. It's Mafuyu.
I think
that
it also
combo-
suicides.
Dude, it's literally the Manami combo.
Yeah,
Which one? Which what color?
without reversing. I think, right?
What color?
Red.
No, it is reversed.
Is it?
It's
Okay,
red.
cool.
1-0. Yeah, dude, I'm totally gonna have to play this because I actually. What do I have to build 2 decks, Oliver?
Like I said, the combo's just solid. That's why I would build it.
Yeah, I mean the Manami combo from Idolmaster still can put in some work, especially since it can spike power.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't find it.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, James, I'll read it to you then. So it has, when your battle opponent becomes reversed and you have dozing off in your climax zone, look at the top 4 cards of your library, search for one character with Fantasia Bunko or Student Council, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then choose one of your characters, and that character gains 2,000.
Yeah,
And the
nice.
card has, when a climax is placed on your in your climax zone, it also gains an additional 1,500.
It's a 4/5,
That's
right?
nuts.
Yeah, so they're 4/5s. Once you place a climax, they jump up to 8,000s or 7,000s.
7Ks.
And then when you get your first reverse off, everything else is looking at a 9.
Am I
That's
looking
with
at
no-
this as
no
a
background.
zombie, right? This is a zombie, right?
What?
Is one of these sets this is a zombie?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the parts. Of
Yeah,
the
one of
set.
the IPs.
Yes.
So
yeah,
this
but
3/4
that's...
backup's really cool.
Mhm.
Oh, the 3/4. Yeah, the 3/4
Yeah.
is also really.
Select 2 characters, they get -2 soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
Pretty neat.
think that's like the saving grace of the set because you have really good 3/2s, but that freaking backup is literally what's going to be putting in work, and that's why the standby build is the standby build because you basically don't pay for anything, and then you
Are
just
you
go
playing?
say, hey,
Are you playing yellow red?
it's yellow, red, splash, blue.
Solid.
Yeah, but I would play the Kurumi build if I was playing a competitive deck. If not, we'd be playing my main build that I have in JP, which is Gold Bar Book with the 1/0 Sistine combo with the level 3 that says on attack, look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck.
Mhm.
Or no, you mill the bottom 4 cards of your opponent's deck, and then you burn them equal to the number of climaxes you milled.
Dude, burns me too every time.
Why won't you translate?
But yeah, I think the set's going to be around GGO, if not better, depending on what build you play. If you play 8 standby, then I think you're a little better than GGO. If you're playing Kurumi and the 1/0 combo, I think you're a little better than that because you have a little more consistency, because you get to still deal a good amount of damage while also still having value, obviously. But after that, yeah, I think it'll be a pretty good set. Above average for sure, but not anything like extraordinary.
Yeah, I would say I'd have to put it around maybe. I'd say I'd put it around the not the Fate build, but the Fate Apocrypha build, the power level. So like right at the top echelon, like what people would refer to as 2 or right at the very bottom of tier 1/5 is probably where I'd put it.
Where would you put Log Horizon in that?
You wouldn't want to know.
Tier
It's,
4.
Do we have
Hey,
the power up set?
No.
Oh shit, James, you just lost
Tier
like
5.
you just lost 2 pieces right there.
Hey, I'll take on any of your decks. You know that? I'll take them on. I'll take them all on.
Dude, we can record a match. Let's go.
Well, I don't wanna.
Oh, okay.
I don't like playing games over camera.
Oh. Is your deck camera shy?
No, I get bored.
Oh, I was gonna say there's a little blue pill for that. I mean, what?
There's a little blue sleeve for that.
Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna have to buy blue sleeves now for online matches.
For a dumb joke.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, James knows how far I go for dumb jokes.
Oh god.
God, that joke's never even gonna. It's gonna take a month and a half for that joke to do anything.
Dude, I could easily go over and I could do the joke. Easy.
We're supposed to be in quarantine. Well, not.
You
We're supposed to be social distancing.
I'll be social distance. I'll be 3 feet apart from him because I'll
It's
be on the
6
other
feet.
side of the table.
Yeah, it's 6
You're
feet,
supposed to
man.
be 6 feet.
Big rip.
I don't know what you're talking about. We'll just use the long table. It's fine.
And it's not even a good joke.
I feel like it's a pretty funny joke.
I mean, I think it's funny, but it's not a good joke.
That's fine.
I mean, I would put it as a good joke. So,
Okay.
So with Bunko,
Mm-hmm.
another thing that I wanted to touch on is, other than the 3-4 event, what are your guys' thoughts on the other events in the set?
I would have to see them.
'Cause there's just so many fun things that I can see from different events. Like there's a red 1-0 event, and it's look at the top two, or place the top 2 cards of your deck in the waiting room, and then you choose a.
Oh, is that the one
Fantasia
where they're in bed
character.
together?
Yeah. And then you choose a level X, and then you just get a you get it added to hand. So I mean, like that
That's
sort of
actually
stuff.
not a bad card. That's not a bad one.
Like, yeah, I'm more so bringing it up because of the art, but you know.
It's not bad art. It's not.
James, are these the types of cards that you're looking for?
No.
I see. Yeah. No, I think overall the 3-4 event is going to be heavily played, but everything else is going to be kind of eh. I think the set's going to sell really well because of all the waifu value, though.
Oh, there's so much waifu value in this set. Oh my god.
James
High School DxD, Data Live.
High School DxD, Data Live, Is
Dude,
This a Zombie?
All these SPs are gonna be like out the door like hundreds. It's gonna be nuts.
Especially because it's 2 SPs per case and a secret, I want to say? Or is it 3?
I don't think there are any secrets in the set.
Oh, no.
I think-
It's 2 SPs and a Bunko rare.
I don't think they're bunko rares.
Yeah, they're FBRs, pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think so because, like, here.
Do you remember which one was supposed to be the Bunko rare?
There's quite a few there's, but yeah, it's FBR rarity. You get one as
Yeah,
a case
they are.
topper, and you get 1 in the case.
Yeah, they're bunko rares.
So I mean, you do at the end of the day get 4, but you're only getting 2 of the top dollar SPs.
Yeah, which are like gonna be like Kurumi and like Rias and like maybe 2 more, I think.
I think Sistina might do well.
Yeah, well, so you have the 3-2, you have the 3-2 red girl. The trial deck one is also kind of expensive because that's somewhat played. Let me see. I can't remember her name. It's Eyes, I believe, or Ace, Isa. I can't remember.
Azia.
Azia, there we go. Yeah, Azia, I think she's going to be pretty expensive because she sees a lot of play. But definitely the Kurumi, just because James exists. And Larry
Rumia.
probably
I
has one.
exist. What do you mean I exist?
Because it's a Data Live character.
What is that supposed to mean?
James,
Huh?
Counted like.
what did you say you're gonna buy if it comes out in English?
Franks?
I mean, besides that,
Clanad.
besides that, it's a set that's coming out in JP. Data Live. Because I said I was gonna buy quintessential quintuplets.
I don't remember this at all, actually.
Really? Oh, jeez.
No.
From what I counted, there's like.
that long.
I said I
There's
would
like-
play Data Live, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to invest money in things.
Yeah. I think there's
That's
like
a- that's
5
a
to
lot.
6 different FBRs from what I was counting.
Yeah, I think there's like 6, and then there's
Oh,
like
dude, is this a mech?
5 or 6 regular. Let me take a look.
Oh, dude, what's this?
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. So there's a good amount of SPs, but like FBRs, I think there's only 5 to 6, maybe.
Yeah.
But that was me just going through the list real quick.
Dude, this
Um,
card's nuts. Whoa, 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 whoa. This green 2/1 is nuts.
Which one?
From
Uh,
Bunko?
it's called Arcs. It's
Mhm.
RX8.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's nuts.
What's it do?
So,
I don't remember reading through any green
if this-
card that tickled my fancy.
If this card has a marker underneath it, it gets 85 power, plus 85 power, and gains the following ability. During this card's battle, you will not receive any damage from the opponent's character.
Nice.
And then when you place it on stage, you choose one, whatever card it's I can't read it, from your waiting room and place it underneath as a marker. That thing, it becomes an 11k as a 2/1 that literally says you can't take damage.
For what's the cost?
2/1.
So just playing the dude and having a marker?
Yeah, so you play the dude, and then when you play from stage from the hand, it chooses a dude from your waiting room. I'll see if I can figure out which one it is. And then you put it underneath as a marker.
What's the card number?
31.
Sure.
The marker card is
65 is what it looks like.
yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
I mean, he's cool. I don't think it's gonna
It's
be
an
that relevant.
11k 2/1 that says you take no damage.
Yeah, but as soon as I see that card, I'm just gonna kill it over and then not worry about it.
Then you know what you do? You set up to never let that thing die.
I mean, but if I'm early playing 3/2s because I'm playing standby, it just dies.
Okay.
Unless he has the backup that just kills you 3-2.
Which,
I mean, that is fair.
like, it's, or I just pay 3, or I haven't read through all the cards. Is there anything that gives encore? Because, like,
So if you pay
Dude,
3,
this
you
card's
still lose the
nuts.
marker
Yeah, if you,
oh yeah, because
because it touches the waiting room
Yep, yep,
before
yep,
it.
yep, 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 yep.
That
My
day.
mind cut up. My mind cut up. Oh yeah, I remember why I said I wasn't getting this set. I remember the exact reason why I said I wasn't getting this set, Andrew. Because they put the MILF anime in here. That was the reason I wasn't getting it.
The MILF anime.
Yeah, my mom and her multiple hit, multi-target attack.
nope, it's not in this one.
No, yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure that's sneaker.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
feel
sure
like I'm
that's a
looking
different
at the card right now, but I might not be. You're right. I might not be.
one. It's not in this one. If not, I would have been hyped about it, but it's not.
What do you?
Because that anime is actually a little newer, and it came out after Fantasia Bunko. So
This one, it looks like the same character.
if you put it on in the Discord or something, I could look at it and I could tell you.
It's a
Or-
green.
or if you
it's
have a
the
number
green
for me.
2/1.
Well, that involves me
It's
going
right-
through the list.
It's like right next to the one we were just looking at. Let me see if I can
32.
find them.
I couldn't even find that one, so
Is that?
Do you see what I'm talking about, Andrew?
set.
That's the reason I got really confused because I was like,
Yeah, I could see that. But no, James, you still play the set because all the waifu value's there.
here's the thing: I'm not going to play this set. There's no waifu value for me.
Yeah, there is.
What waifu value?
Dude, you got all of your signature waifus You got Rhea Scrimmery.
Cool. I don't like High School DxD.
Oh my god. James.
Yeah.
Wow. You got
Me and-
all of your
me
Data
and-
Live waifus.
Here's the thing. I don't remember shit from Data Life. I watched that like 6 years ago.
Sounds like you need to rewatch it, friend.
Here's the thing. I probably will.
Got him.
So, unless the character's name is Mamako, then it's not her.
Let me see if I can get this name translated.
Lol.
Yeah.
Big meme.
I mean, what? It's number 37 if you're able to look it up. But
On Fantasia.
yeah. Nope, it's not Chinese. But thanks for trying, Google.
It's Japanese.
Oh, I know.
37.
Yeah.
What color?
Green.
Yeah. See, I know the card effects. I don't know the characters' names.
It's a green 2/1 500 power.
500 power?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is Mamako. Mamako, Hero's Mother is the translation for the name.
Oh, then surprise.
Surprise!
James pulled one over on us.
I pulled one over. All I did was look at a card and go, "Oh yeah, this was the reason I didn't want to do this."
Okay.
Cause fuck this anime. Why does this exist?
I don't necessarily know if that's a reason to not play it, 'cause I feel like Green doesn't see a lot of play.
That's not the problem I have. I don't want to play this one set, so it makes Green unplayable for me. It's why the fuck is this an anime and I fucking hate it.
Why is
Hey,
it
man.
an anime?
Hey man,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
James.
Have you watched it?
No,
There's-
God, do
there's
I
a lot
not
of-
want to?
Then you cannot say anything about it. Till you watch 3 episodes of it, you do not talk about this topic.
I feel like there's a lot of shows that you could just like name that, you know, hey, why is this an anime?
Yep.
I feel like the
There's
first
definitely
one
a
would
lot
be
I could name. Why did High School DxD get away with being called an anime?
See,
I'm
Do you,
not
do you want to
gonna
answer
answer
that question for me?
I will not.
How did Ishizoku reviewer, not Ishizoku, yeah, Ishizoku reviewers, interspecies reviewers, how'd
There you
that
go.
get away with being an anime?
It's not.
See, that is an anime, but it's classified under the hentai section.
But here's the thing, then it's not anime.
That is.
It's
No,
considered
it's
anime.
hentai.
By definition, it is a cartoon.
It's just a subcategory of anime.
God. There's some trash things that I don't think should exist.
I mean, why is God, I can't remember the name of it, but like the Blood Cell show.
Oh,
Why-
Cells at Work?
Why is that? Yeah, why is that a
That's-
show?
That's a teaching show.
I mean, sure.
Like, I mean, that's actually what it's for.
Okay.
It's their version of Bill Nye. Like, quite literally. It's their version of Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Except for it's just anime and much more hype.
It's their version of Bill Nye. You tell me Bill Nye's not hype? Are you telling me Bill Nye's not anime enough for you?
I don't know.
Because I'll tell you, Bill Nye is plenty anime for me. He's all the anime I need.
I'm just a
Oh,
little sad because I don't think there's any green events in this set.
no, there's not.
Yeah, sadly. Only thing I'm sad about.
None that tickle my fancy.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, wait,
there's
no,
none
no,
at all.
There's no green events in the set. Not
Yep.
this one. I was thinking of fuck.
Anything else we want to talk about, Fantasia Bunko?
I don't really have anything because I don't know much about the set and
Mm-mm.
I don't plan on investing in it. But that's more of it's not really because of my mom and her multi-hit, multi-target attack, whatever.
Yeah.
It's more of just like I'm not interested in it. Like when I watched Data Live the first time, I thought it was cool.
Mhm.
Characters were neat and all, but I don't remember anything about it. I don't care. I would hella play an Akashic Records set, but I want to play the main character. I don't want to play these side chicks. I don't care about them. I think he's the coolest character in the entire show.
James, why?
And I think High School DxD is actual trash. So like,
James, we're gonna have to agree to disagree because I'm totally building the standby build.
hey, I told you, you're building it to play the game.
Well, no. So the standby build is to play the game. I'm now gonna have to build that other red deck because Oliver mentioned it, and I love that combo. But we're also gonna build.
That's again playing the game though.
But we're also playing the big meme deck,
Which
the
is
Sarah blood sucking ninja deck.
what the fuck are you talking about?
So it's a 5K yellow 1/0 that has a climax combo.
Where
but we play it
what's
because
that?
of the
It's
art.
a 5K 0. You said yellow,
Yeah, it's number 6.
number 6.
Yes, from the set. We're playing it because the art is fantastic.
The snowman one.
No, look at the SR, please.
Okay, let me go back all the way to the bottom now for this page.
Number 6, you said, Andrew.
Yes. Number 6.
Is it?
You're looking for the SR.
God damn it! Is it the ass shot?
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna play this for the same reason some people played Force of Will, was for the Cheshire Cat ass shot.
So that card's really expensive, and it was going to be in my deck, but I didn't want to spend $60 on a dead game for each copy.
Well, yeah. I understand that. That would be a reasonable choice. So why not just play it in a living card game? I get it.
Hey man, I just played 6
Just because you're right doesn't mean you have to be mean about it.
I thought you were talking about wanting to play what number is it? 16.
Number 16?
Yeah.
Number
I mean,
16.
16's okay.
I mean, the dude dressed up as Madoka?
I mean,
That's really what it looks like to me.
so honestly,
I've never seen this show. I don't know what show it is, but I have no clue what's going on.
so that's Is This Zombie? Honestly,
Okay. I like that the trait for it is masochist girl, and that's definitely a dude.
Yeah, so that's Aimu. He's the main character. Honestly, I might play that in the same deck if I'm not doing.
What does it do?
What?
Okay.
Pay 1 cent.
It's
living room.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a hype card.
Hey, honestly, he's pretty sick.
Yeah, it lets you play your level 3 game for 1 less stock.
Yeah. I mean, only if he was a bit stronger, but whatever.
You just leave him in the back row.
Yeah, but then that takes up one of my back row slots.
Or you just play him at level 3. You don't have to, it's not on playability or having to sample.
That's an activate, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Okay.
you just literally keep it in hand, and when you're like, I want to go to the end game, you play the 1/0. If you have enough cards in hand, you're like, oh, I'll pay 1, send this to waiting room. Let me grab a 3/2 from my hand and play it on board. Still gain the ability. Cool.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah. I think that's a 2 of, at least.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say, though-
it would have to be a 2 of, honestly.
Yeah, if you play any more than that, it clutters your hand with cards that don't help you at the current time. Unless you play 2/2s.
I will say, I think Yumiko, right, has the best art, has the the best SP. I think it looks really good.
What number is that?
Yumiko?
Yeah, right. The 3/2 Data Life girl, right? Blue.
Oh yeah.
I think she has the best SP.
What number is that?
74 SP.
Oh, Kurumi?
Yeah, Kurumi.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what it is. Sorry, I don't remember character names. I think she has the best SP. I think it just looks really nice.
Yeah,
That's
really
why
clean.
Larry's gonna be buying one.
It's super like you said. It's super clean.
To be
Actually,
fair, he already has one in
fact.
his apartment.
Fun fact, yeah, he already has the Japanese copy. I'm gonna try to get him to buy an English copy though, because I'm a good friend.
I'm gonna forewarn him of that because I'm a better friend.
Don't you dare!
I dare.
Oh, why do you ruin my friends?
How dare!
No, but I don't really have much else to say about Fantasia Bunko.
I think we covered most of what we could.
It's a good set for art and memes.
Yep.
And it's a good. Are they censoring this card? Do you know? Do you know if they're censoring anything from this set?
Censoring? I think that they announced that they're censoring one card.
I
Is
bet you it's the foil sustain climax
the one
combo thing.
Oh, okay.
The
I was gonna say,
zero-
I was gonna ask if it was the one I'm looking at right now, but
0076, I believe it was. The one where she's kind of like in a position that's questionable.
I thought we were gonna talk about the
blue?
one with the tub with the light
No,
cover.
dude, No, dude, the light streak is that's why that card didn't get censored.
It's safe.
It's safe. There's one other set that got saved by a light cover, and God, I hate that set.
Is it no game, no life?
No, they
No,
ruined that set.
That set got ruined.
Yeah, that set got just trashed, dude. Now, the set that got ruined by a light, or the set that got saved by a light cover is TLR.
TLR? Oh, Televru.
Yeah.
A set that no one in our locals has anymore, except for I'm probably going to be rebuying it after I get done.
No. Ethan has it.
Does he really still have it?
Yes, sir.
Thank God I don't have to buy it now.
Why do you guys get rid of stuff? I don't get it.
So I had it for a point. Actually, I think was I the one who sold it to Ethan?
No.
I
Larry
sold
sold
it
it to Ethan.
I sold it to some random guy online.
Yeah.
This is a very questionable card, though.
What that
Yeah.
76? Yeah,
Yeah.
awful.
Pretty questionable.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a hands check at this point in time. Okay, good. I'm glad we did that.
you know about my third hand?
Oh God,
James.
I just did it for the joke. I don't have three hands.
Go into the timeout corner now.
Okay.
Where are we looking on time right now?
We're at an hour and 7, so we
That's okay.
started the real podcast about 60 minutes in, so we're
right,
we're pretty much at the end.
Let's shotgun the last topic that we had.
Shotgun it.
Shotgun.
Bang bang. The last topic we want to talk about was did you guys really want to talk about Sword Art cheap
Yeah, dude.
building?
I'm down.
I'm done.
Like, I can just reference my deck.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah. So for
I
this
play
topic,
bad Sword Art builds, so I know.
for this topic, this is a continuation of what we were talking on last week for Goblin Slayer, and we kind of wanted to touch on Sword Art just because it's also another very expensive build to get into.
It's a
Yeah.
super expensive build, and I want to collect a playset of everything for that, and it's gonna be rough when I get there.
Big.
Oh
meme,
yeah,
big
dude.
joke.
Ordinal scale's gonna
It's
go
gonna
through
fuck
your
my
wallet
deck.
real quick.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck me
Yeah.
up. Good
Yeah,
news is
so-
I think I'm gonna do Log Horizon first, which is gonna be a hella cheap to max rarity that playset.
Yeah. So the problem with the set that we were looking into, and I'm crazy enough to actually buy it, is the set overall for a somewhat meta build. You're looking $400 to like $500 for a build.
And that's non-max rarity.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
not max rarity. That's base rarity.
Yep.
That's as
Fact.
cheap as you can get it.
And for the
That's
reason of
crazy.
that is because ordinal scale exists.
Yeah.
Well, it's that and that, like basically for all of the cards that you play, they're double R's, and you need like 2 of from each set.
Well, the most of the cards that you are playing that are like in a lot of decks are from ordinal scale.
Yeah.
That's
Which is your Time to Get Serious Kirito, Sister Fonda Brothers, Lifa,
So-
and then if you do play a lot of blue, you play the Link Strike attacks or Link Strike Xenon at level 3.
Like I think
Yeah,
the only main card you don't play from ordinal scale is just the Xenon from it's the Take a Shot Xenon, right?
Which one's that?
The
Last
last shot
Shot?
Xenon? Yeah, last shot.
Oh,
sorry.
Last Shot.
that's from Riyadh,
That's-
but you still play it.
Yeah.
It's your best combo finisher. Other decks have decided to not go with it and favor for more just like a toolkit build.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have 3 different top ends you can play for Sword Art. You can play Last Shot, you can play Attack and Waves, and then you can play Mother Rosario. All 3 of those are pretty much fairly consistent for a point. The only one that's not as consistent is Mother Rosario.
Yeah.
Link Strike Xenon, or Last Shot Xenon is going to probably be mainly green-blue with a splash of yellow, usually. Maybe red, depending on what you want to play.
I splash.
Yeah. And that will probably be your most consistent combo finisher. The one that's in the middle is Attack and Waves, Kirito and Asuna. And so there's that build, and you're running Gate in that build. And that build is consistent to a degree, but sometimes it isn't because, there's a lot more Wally decks nowadays, so it doesn't get as much power as you think.
Fair.
The last build is, what's her name? Overcoming Fear Asuna. And that combos with the same gold bar that Zek and Yuki combos with. So there's that build, but that build is not as consistent because it requires you milling soul triggers that are possibly in your deck, and sometimes you just plain whiff. So
It's kind of the way I feel with like the Alicization combos.
yeah,
It's built on a system to where like if you hit too much, it sucks, and if you don't hit enough, it sucks.
So
I feel like at the same point, that deck actually just got a lot stronger with the 1 card from Alice. Oh, actually 2, but yeah.
you got 2 cards, and both cards are actually really good. You got the if you want my answer, Asuna, which is a Musashi burner, which is pretty nice. And then you got a level 0, which is actually a pay 1 ditch 1 search that also says on attack, look at the top card of your deck and either put it in waiting room or leave it on top. So those 2 cards actually help the deck a little, but not a lot.
For those of us who don't know, what's a Musashi? What's a Musashi?
Musashi says when on the turn that she's played, if the damage is canceled during this card's battle, you mill the top card of your deck, and then you look at the level of that card. Climaxes are 0, and then you burn your opponent for that level +1. So if you hit a level 0, you burn them for 1. If you hit a level 3, you burn for 4.
Yep.
So that card's actually really good. You can actually play it in the other decks too, but that just depends on how much yellow you're actually playing in the deck.
Yeah.
I've been personally playing with the Overcoming Fear build because I think that deck's just nuts, being able to play a level 1 and a level 3 combo with the gold bar when it's so easy to trigger a gold bar and have a gold bar for later in the game. My deck's kind of going on to the course of being 4 colors, which is a little iffy, but it's something I'm trying in the works just to see if it works or not. But other than that,
I think there's some merit to 4 colors. I've considered it. I just don't think it's as consistent.
I don't think so either. I think if you do play 4 colors, it's because your level 0s have 4 colors, and that's because you're playing a lot of the good 4-color cards. So you're playing really good yellow cards like Comforting Moment Asuna. You're playing the red cards, which are either A, your Suicide or Silicas, or B, they're the Silicas from Ordinal Scale if you're deciding to play Standby for some reason. Blue gives you the Kirito Brainstormer, the Kirito Runners, and the Time to Get Serious Kirito. And then green gives you either A, you play the Sugaha deck search if you don't want to play the Asuna deck search for color reasons, or you play the Sister Fond of Her Brother. Sugaha.
Yeah.
Do you know that Last Shot Xenon has my favorite art in the entire game right now?
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I think it just looks so nice.
Foil or
Have you seen
non-foil?
The foil.
Oh god.
For sure.
I think
get
the
behind
foil
it.
looks real nice.
Yeah.
They
Good
did
thing I
a really
ordered
nice job with like
4
the
of them.
shading. The shading in that set, like those 2 sets were really nice in my opinion. Both
Oh, for sure.
both for gun or whatever. It was all really good.
Yeah, so for Sword Art, it's definitely kind of constricted if you want to play the top echelon deck.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have all the pieces because they're all very important to making your game more consistent. I think for cutting the cost of the deck, your big winner of cutting at least $100, probably $200 of cost, are going to be changing up your level 3 game to maybe like the Awesome End game's a bit cheaper as compared to like Last Shot End game, because Last Shot End game, each last shot's like 16-ish. If you add in some of the early play tech, you're getting $20 cards a piece.
Last shot's only 16. That's not bad. Oh, is that the
Yeah.
common or the
Uh,
non-foil?
that's
That's non-foil.
Yeah, that's non-foil. I'm pretty sure it's for 16.
Whoa.
And then the largest cut that you can honestly make, in my opinion, is going to be Suguha, the sister font of
Alifa.
sister font of her brother Lifa.
Okay.
Just because I think that card can be replaced with some of the earlier brainstormers that we had. And in my honest opinion, I don't think you can honestly cut. I don't think you can honestly cut the time to get serious Kirito, even though you're losing a huge bit of power from cutting the Suguha. You still have the other brainstormer that says on act give additional 500. And if you have a couple of those out, it still makes your 1-0 broken back up a 3K, which can get your Link Strike to a point where it's like, hey, you're barely pushing 5-5 and you just killed something that's more important. I'm going to play my 3K backup on my 2-5 to make it 5-5, and then I'm going to save my really important character.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, I've been playing without Time to Get Serious for a while, and I've tried Time to Get Serious beforehand. It's a really good card. Are there other solutions to the card? Yeah, there can be. You can obviously, instead of playing Time to Get Serious, you can play the runner, Kirito, and yeah, you don't get the reverse send it backstage, but you do have that. You could play the promo Made Close Asuna. That's a cheaper version. I think that's like at $8 maybe, but that's because it's a promo, so it's hard to find. That card literally says when it attacks, you ditch a card from your hand, and then you take a character from your board and you send it back into your hand. So it's really nice when you have like 2 climaxes in your hand, which are your end game climax, and you're just like, I don't want these in my hand. So you ditch them, and then you grab like the Suicide or Silica that says on play, reveal the top card of your deck, Avatar Net, add to hand, ditch a card. So being able to combo off that is pretty nice. I've played the May Close Asuna for a while now, and I think it's a good one of, if not 2 of card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the Time to Get Serious Kirito here in a bit and see how that goes again, and see how it goes in the deck. If I just don't feel like it fits, I just won't play it. It's just simple choices to how you play the deck. About the Sukuha,
It's
Man.
a Lifa.
It is actually named
yeah,
Suguha, so pardon us if we mess that up because it's really annoying.
I feel like that card's more relevant than Kirito, to be honest. So if you have to either choose between either getting Kirito or getting Lifa, I always suggest getting Lifa more, because Lifa overall makes your rest of the game more important. So that's a more sought after card than Kirito, because Lifa can stay on the board for so much longer and can actually value you in certain turns where you need that value, or playing that defensive turn where you just need to pump one of your characters if you're playing standby bigger than one of your opponent's dudes. So if choosing between the two, Lifa's a better choice to keep in the deck than Kirito is, to be honest. As for endgame, you have multiple different choices you can play for early plays. If you're playing red, you can play the Lisbeth 3-2. That's like $12, I think. That early plays if you have 2 or less climaxes. And
That's so good.
yeah, you ditch a card and you take the top card of your clock and you put it into your stock, so it helps in your stock development. If you don't care about your stock that much, you can easily just play the Songstress Yuna that early plays for the same condition, but instead of going to stock, it goes to waiting room. And that card also says when it attacks, you choose one of your characters, and it gains power equal to the number of characters you have on board by 500. So that card's still pretty nice because it lets you use one of your smaller powered units get over one of like maybe his medium-sized units. So there's that.
So did you just tell me there's a Elizabeth that's technically just basically a 3-1?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a 3-1 early play?
Well, you
Yes,
have to
I
ditch a
did.
card for it.
You have to ditch a card.
wow.
Specifically a character, I want to say. Pretty sure.
But if like let's say you're playing that card with Zek and Yuki, then that card actually becomes a lot better. That card becomes really good if you're playing Zek and Yuki, to be
3-1
honest.
early play is nuts.
Oh no, it's just put a card from your hand away to room. Neat. Okay.
Yep.
Early play condition is 2 or less, so it does have a somewhat harder condition to get the early play off on. But so I did go with the red deck purely because I think the Elizabeth card is the strongest early play in Sword Art. Because yeah, you can play the Xenon and then you're going into high roll territory, and basically if you go heavy in Xenon and you miss it, you're not looking too happy because you just blew a lot of stock. You blew all the stock that you would have been generating for that turn for an attempt to get a lot more damage off that can still be canceled. Whereas Elizabeth says, "Hey, I'm just gonna be early played. I'll still do my 3 attacks for the turn, but I'm gonna heal."
Yeah.
So
The Xenon is only pay 1, ditch 2, right?
yes, so you're damaging your
Stuff like
hand.
that.
You're stopping yourself from getting stock, and you're still paying 2 to play it.
Yeah. But that totally depends on the kind of deck you're playing too. So maybe the
Yeah.
Elizabeth isn't the answer, and maybe the Xenon is, depending on the deck you're playing. So
Yeah.
it just depends on obviously the deck you're trying to play in and what your splash color is going to be.
Yeah, if you don't splash red, you splash yellow, which kind of makes the Xenon a more mandatory card.
Yep. I had something in my mind, but I lost it.
Sad day.
Yeah. I think you're obviously still playing green in the deck because green is really good in Sword Art right now. You have so many good green cards.
And
Zek
the
and
shield's
so
really
cheap.
good.
Oh my gosh, opposition of the shield.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
we
card.
didn't even talk about the new Nuts event that actually got a buff because of all the new sets.
Which one?
Demon Sword Graham.
So that card is relevant, but it's not relevant for the Sword Art build. Oh, okay. The Sword Art Alicization build it's relevant in. I should specify.
Why is it relevant?
Because so the reason why this card became so good
Like, I get why
was
it's an okay card, but why is it relevant now?
because not a lot of sets played anti-damage events. And now there's a lot more sets that have anti-damage events or stock swap events. So like Konosuba's 2-3 event, you now get to say, if I want a combo with my 3-2 card that requires stock, I will attack with it first that now has Graham on it. So that way my opponent can't play stock swap and make it so I can't play my stock endgame.
Yeah, so Demonic Sword Graham, it reads, when you play this card, you select one character, give it 3k, and then until the end of your turn, your opponent cannot play backups or event cards from hand. With it just saying you can't play events, you're stopping a lot of anti-damage, which is really relevant right now because it is something that's very prevalent. But at the same time, by not saying you can't play backups, it guarantees the reverses of your Kirito, which makes the endgame of that deck monstrous because it says, I'm going to swing in, I get my reverse because I pumped the one card that's probably going to be facing your big character, and then the rest of them are still like 13/5s just sitting there. But you swing in, you do your 3 or 4 damage depending on trigger. You then burn 1 for free, and then you have the option of paying 2, ditching 2 to burn an additional 3. So it's broken up damage, and if you can pay all 3, which most likely you're not, you're most likely just going to be paying 2. You're still doing 7 instances of damage that turn, Yes,
8.
you're going to be dealing. Is it 8? Fuck.
1-3.
No.
4.
Oh yeah. You're right. It's 8 because so it's you do 3, you do 1, you do 3, you do 3, you do 1, you do 3, you do 3, and then you get your last 1 of damage off.
So
And
that's
basically,
9.
when you're looking down the barrel of the damage, Well, no, it's not 9 because you don't get the last burn. This is if you can't pay for the full combo. This is if you can only pay for 2. So you're doing 8 instances of damage, which most likely, if you're looking down the barrel of 8 instances of damage, you're just saying, "Hey, I just lost the game." Even if you're at like a fresh 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it makes that set have a really strong end game. The problem is your level 0 and your level 1 just isn't as consistent as you need it to be right now.
In my opinion, we've talked about it before, but I think Alicizzation's like entire setup sucks.
Yeah, the level 0 in the level 1 presence is not there.
It's not. And that's because it's just one set. Sword Art has had multiple sets where you have a multitude of level 0s that you can pick from, and each one is there. Each set brings in a good essential level 0 that can be added to the set.
Yeah.
That's why I'm super excited for War of the Underworld. If we can play it with original Alicization, that deck is
we're gonna talk about this a little bit when we
up.
get to the post show, where I could gripe about World or Underworld.
Okay, go for it.
So when we get to the post show, we'll get to that because I watched that. That's also what I watched. Was before I watched. I talked about it. I don't know if I talked about it in the real show. I finished watching Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But before that, I finished watching War of the Underworld.
Okay.
It's not bad, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Neither is bad, but we'll get to my gripes about it in the post show. Stick around for that, guys.
All
Or
right.
If not, ha ha ha. Pay $1, come watch the show live, and then check out the post show.
Jesus.
Hey,
Grabbing for them dollars.
give me the money.
Hey, if anything, do check out our sponsors. Sponsors are great. Ink
Sponsors
Gaming.
always
Ink
Yeah.
Gaming.
right. Gaming.
They're-
Touch custom build.
Ink Gaming especially. I actually just made a mat from them, and the mat looks super clean.
Oh,
They're
shit.
very good with the mats. Did you get the
Yep.
stitched?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like
Stitch
a
is really nice.
requirement. What?
That is a requirement, James. But no,
Like their
if-
stitch isn't thick either. Which that's the part I like is the stitch
Yeah.
in form isn't thick.
Yeah.
Insert ad here after I do this closing statement. Okay, guys. Thanks for checking out the podcast. We'll see you guys in the post show. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and all those other sites. If you want to see the show live, make sure to go to Patreon, sub at the $1 level. You'll be able to watch the show live. Talk to us on Discord. You can get to conversate with all of us on the Discord. Talk about the topics you want to talk about. Give us ideas for topics on the show and whatnot. And we'll see you guys next time.
Remember to support your LGS. I'm hammering it
support
home.
LGS.